It is with a heavy heart that I inform you that Levi will not be joining us this time, as he has lost his mind due to hyperinflation and the state of gas prices, and he has ran off to Atlantic City and lost everything, including his clothing, in a high-stake Magic the Gathering card game, where he was then shanghaied and indentured into servitude in an underground fish wrestling tournament, because the only way you can wrestle fish is underground, because sea level is also ground level. We're currently negotiating for his release, and hopefully he'll be here next time. What is up, internet? So we are currently having our new shop built, which means we had to tear down the range. It makes shooting a little difficult right now, but we want to keep you guys supplied with content, so I figured we'd take on a technical video, and it's not something we usually do, but maybe it's something we'll do more of in the future. We'll just see how this goes. We recently had to swap out the barrel on a Ruger 1022 so that we could put a suppressor on it. And I figured, why not take the time to show you guys real quick how to do that. Doesn't take a lot of tools, it's super simple. You can totally take on this project by yourself. So let's swap the camera around, get a top-down view of what I'm actually doing with my hands, and go from there. Here we are with a 1022. And we've got the factory barrel back in this thing. First thing we're going to do, as always, ensure that the weapon is clear, and it is. And we're going to start by pulling this thing out of the stock. You need a 3mm Allen wrench. Pull this one bolt out. It is captured in there, it will not come out. We also need to remove this barrel band. Now, anytime you are using a screwdriver on guns, you need to make sure that it is a gunsmithing screwdriver, and these are specially ground for these types of screws. This is not a gunsmithing screwdriver. You don't have to take this screw all the way out, just loose enough to slide off this barrel band. With a 1022, you'll put the safety halfway between on and off so that it clears the stock, and the stock will slide right off. Now, these takedown pins for field stripping are probably gonna fall out. Don't let that happen and surprise you, and don't lose them, as you do need them. Now, to remove the barrel, on the front of this lug are two 3mm Allen heads, and they're going to be kind of tight. Now, these things are really long, and it's going to take you a second. This is an opportunity that you, while you're turning these, you drink a cup of coffee, you watch your favorite YouTube channel, or you shoot a video for your YouTube channel. Because you're gonna be here for a minute. This would be a great time to take questions from the audience, but, well, I can't hear you guys right now. that bolt will come out, this V-block will come out. Now there is a very good chance that if you've never done this, or the weapon that you're doing it on has never had this done, that this is going to be a very tight fit. You have to be very careful wiggling it, as this is a steel barrel and aluminum receiver, so you can kind of off-size that hole. Tapping it with the bolt will drive it out. Usually, if not, some kind of soft-faced mallet, rubber, wood, something that's not gonna mar things, so that you can free it up and pull out. We set that to the side. We take our new one, in this case a Ruger factory threaded barrel, and it's going to slide right back in place. Again, don't wiggle it around too much, as it is a steel receiver and aluminum receiver and a steel barrel. It may take a few lub taps, again with some kind of soft non-marring hammer, to seat it all the way in there. Now, headspace is not going to be something that we're worried about. Headspace is off the face of the bolt. This V-block is going to ensure that the barrel is straight when it engages the notch on the bottom of it. And we put these two screws back in. A ball end hex head does help a lot with this, as it gives you a little angle to clear the barrel. You can also use, a screwdriver type with the bits. It's a 3mm hex head. It's not anything special. Whatever you got that will turn that will work. I think I was canted just a little too far for the V-block to lock it into place. That is an abnormal problem, but it is one that we did have. Now, Ruger's recommended torque spec on this is not a torque spec at all. The Ruger directions say to hand tighten them as tight as you can. Obviously, use your best judgment there and not strip out or break anything, as that would be incredibly problematic. Do not forget to reinstall all of the pins that may or may not have fallen out during this process. I did not bring a punch to help me line any of that up. Once you're done fighting with all of those, you can then reinstall the stock in the reverse of the way we removed it. I do not know what the torque spec on that screw is, so use your best judgment. It's just holding the stock on, so it doesn't have to be crazy tight, but it does need to be snug. Again, gunsmithing screwdriver, tighten the barrel band back down. And there we are. All done. It's that easy. And there it is, folks. It's a real simple job, something you can definitely tackle yourself. And if you don't feel comfortable doing it, I urge you to reach out to your local gunsmith. Thanks for watching. Be sure to like, share, and subscribe. Leave a comment down below. Check out some of our other videos on our channel. Go give us a like over on Facebook, follow us on Instagram, and check out our podcast, Covering Fire. I didn't like any of that. This is awful. It's so much more fun when there's jackassery with Levi.